Weekend breakfasts in bed have romance written all over them. But did you know most of our traditional ingredients in our pancakes are damaging to our hormones? And today we're going to whip up some happy hormone pancakes. So we've got avocado, we've got banana, we've got blueberries, and I'm going to show you some wonderful tricks that are going to help keep your gluten-free pancakes fluffy. So let's make our happy hormone pancakes. So we're going to start with 3 eggs, and I've already separated these. So we're going to be beating up our egg whites separately, and this is the secret to getting fluffy gluten-free pancakes. So it's simply hand whisking that for a few minutes. So making pancakes on a Sunday morning is, a beautiful way to connect to your family, spend a little bit of time in the kitchen, and get something delicious to start your day. But we don't want to be feeling bloated and tired from eating white flour, feeling like we've had a heavy meal. So it doesn't take long to do these egg whites, get a little bit of an arm workout. And we want this to be just a nice, firm, almost like a meringue of the egg whites. And what this is going to do is it's going to bring air and fluffiness into those pancakes. All right, so that's good. So we'll set this aside. Now we're going to mix our dry ingredients. So we've got some almond meal. So almond meal is a little bit dense on its own. Plus we've got some green banana flour. So this is going to lighten it up. Green banana flour acts very similar to wheat flour when cooking. And plus it contains resistant starch, which is feeding the good bacteria in your gut. And this is so important for our hormones, our well-being, our emotional and mental health, you guys. We're also going to add a little bit of coconut flour, another great gluten-free alternative. Now you do have to watch your gluten-free ingredients because a lot of them can be too starchy, and that just turns to sugar in the body. So that's just going to give you a sugar crash. Add a little bit of baking soda. So that's just going to give it a little bit of spike and fluffiness. We've also got some cinnamon. So just put your cinnamon in. And some vanilla bean. So this is vanilla bean straight from the source. And you can get vanilla extract, but this one has so much more punch. Now let's just stir these ingredients together. 1 little shake of salt in there. We always use a little bit of salt in our baking. Not too much. All right, so we're just going to set this aside, and I'm going to mash up some banana with avocado. Now, avocado is a little bit of a different type of pancake ingredient, but avocados are so versatile. You can use them in all types of desserts as well as pancakes. So we're going to mash this together. And having this healthy fat in our diets is going to help stabilize our mood. It's going to help fuel our hormones, make us feel good and happy. I think I eat avocado every day. I love it. So just mash that all together. And we're also going to add another fluffy ingredient. So this is another secret, you guys. I use chia gel in my baking. So you can soak chia seeds in just a little bit of water, and this is almost like an egg replacement. But this, along with the beaten egg whites, is going to add so much fluffiness to these pancakes. You're not even going to know that they're so healthy. So let's mash that all together. Plus, I've saved our egg yolks. So we don't want to be throwing away our egg yolks. That was a silly thing that we started doing when we started to fear cholesterol. But cholesterol is actually part of healthy hormone balance. So we've just got 3 egg yolks here. So this is our wet mixture. Get that blended together. And then what we're going to do is pop this all in the bowl with our dry ingredients. Okay. So pop this in. And I've got some coconut milk that we're going to use to bring this all together. You could use regular milk or you could use almond milk. So blending that together and just little by little. So we actually want to keep this pancake batter fairly thick. We don't want it to get too runny because then otherwise it's going to spread out too much in the pan. So just keep adding your liquid until you get the right texture. So we want it to be pourable, but we don't want it to be too thin. All right, that's looking beautiful. And now what we're going to do is add our blueberries. So blueberry pancakes are my favorite. Always like to eat blueberries every day. And just make sure your egg whites are still nice and fluffy. And we're just gonna pour that in. And then we just want to gently fold this. So we don't want to have too much, we don't want to disturb those bubbles too much. We want to keep that nice and fluffy. Now, I've shown you guys 2 tricks to make these pancakes fluffy, your egg whites and your chia gel. One last thing is a little bit of apple cider vinegar. So what this does is it actually reacts with the baking soda and helps you get a little bit more lift. So even though these are going to be dense pancakes, they're going to be really fluffy and soft. Okay, so that's beautiful. Let's cook these on the stove. So these have turned out beautiful and fluffy. Now, I know that you guys want something sweet on your pancakes, so I've got a great little trick for you. So instead of having pure maple syrup or golden syrup poured all over that, I've taken the maple syrup and blended it in with some coconut yogurt. So we're still going to get the maple syrup flavor, but the coconut yogurt's going to give us good probiotics for our guts, and it's also going to help keep us full because it's full of healthy fats. So we're just going to top some of this on top. Good generous amount. I love sauces. Top it with some strawberries. A few blueberries. Beautiful. Happy hormone pancakes.